There's a saying that a woman without secrets is like a flower without fragrance. Let's adventure together through the past and discover the rankest smelling flowers. Sensei Barcy presents the deadliest girlfriends in history. Number 5. Jane Toppin, the Kiss of Death. Jane was a Massachusetts nurse at the turn of the 20th century, obsessed with the death of those in her care. Beginning with overdosing her elderly patients to watch them squirm, she soon upped her dosage to murder, killing patients and loved ones alike, including the married man she was rumored to love, his wife, sister, and kids. As her victims lay dying, she would get into bed with them, holding their bodies close, staring into their eyes, and give them one final deep kiss as the breath left their body. Proclaiming her guilt and need to kill, Jane said, "That is my ambition, to have killed more people, more helpless people, than any man or woman who has ever lived." Death count: 31 confessed murders, method, poison, and one last kiss. Number 4. Ilse Koch, the Bee of Buchenwald. Ilse was the most feared woman of the World War II concentration camp, Buchenwald. Ilse was known for excitedly watching the torture of prisoners by Nazi doctors, forcing others to have sexual relations with her, and most famously, for collecting the tattoos of prisoners by having them skinned, tanned, and turned into lampshades. Her supposed favorite birthday gift? A lamp made from human skin with an actual foot for its base. A survivor of Buchenwald detailed, she ordered all of the Jewish prisoners in the camp stripped. She then marched down the rows, and as she saw a tattoo she liked, she would touch that tattoo with her riding crop. Death count: unknown. Method: torture and horrific home decorating. Number 3. Belle Gunness, Hell's Belle. A widow multiple times over, Belle's lovers managed to die in very odd ways. For example, her husband Peter Gunness was found dead after a meat grinder smashed into his skull. This was ruled an accident and Belle was granted a sizable insurance payout. Always on the lookout for the next man in her life, Belle then ran a personal ad inviting men to visit her farm. Comely widow desires to make the acquaintance of a gentleman with a view to joining fortunes. No replies by letter will be considered unless the sender is willing to follow an answer with a personal visit. Men who answered Belle's ad never were heard from again. As police neared catching her insidious crimes, Belle's farm burned to the ground with the body of a decapitated woman inside. The police assumed it was Belle, but others suggested that Belle had staged her death and escaped with all of her money, alive and looking for her next boyfriend. Death count: 14 to 40. Method: axe, fire, meat grinder. Number 2. Tilly Klimek, rough on rats. Tilly found a solution to any problem that came her way with poison, knocking off annoying neighbors, a pesky neighborhood dog, and a boyfriend who jilted her. When her third husband became gravely ill, his doctor was suspicious of poisoning and ordered him tested. When the test came back positive, Tilly was arrested as the culprit and revealed her weapon of choice: rat poison. Rumors swirled that she was psychic, possessing the ability to predict when men would die. Easy enough prediction when you were providing the poison as a home-cooked meal. As she was led away by the police, she presented the officer holding her a friendly offer: "The next meal I cook is gonna be for you." Death count: 14. Method: arsenic poisoning and good old-fashioned home cooking. Number 1. Leonarda Cianciulli, the human soap maker. Leonarda Cianciulli was arranged to be married to a man her parents had chosen for her. Instead, she ran away with another man, prompting her mother to curse their eventual marriage. Believing her mother's curse and that their eventual children would be in danger, Leonarda concluded she must conduct human sacrifice to keep her children safe from war. Poisoning, then chopping into pieces with an axe, Leonarda turned her victims into cakes and pastries that she fed to the neighbors. Her final victim, in addition to being baked into cakes, was also mixed with a bottle of cologne so that she became scented bars of soap, gifted and presented again to the neighbors. Leonarda said of her final victim, "Her flesh was fat and white. I was able to make some most acceptable creamy soap. The cakes too were better. That woman was really sweet. Death count: 3 unfortunate neighbors. Method: poison, axe, and very disturbing arts and crafts. I'm Sensei Barcy, and I hope you've enjoyed this quick adventure through the deadliest girlfriends in history. Please like and subscribe below to continue our journey.